everyone. Well, this afternoon I'm going to attempt to make some boho beads because rather than using hot glue down the centre with my wire, I'm using a slightly different method. Now, I haven't really made these before. I've made 3 red beads and that's it, and I'm not very quick and I'm very cat-handed, but you're welcome to have a look with me. First of all, I've just cut up a straw, paper straw here, and if I just get my ruler, we can see that they're about 1.5 inches. That one's 1 inch, which equates to about 3.5 to 4 centimeters. So they're the sizes I'm using. I think you can possibly make any size that you want to. That's me just putting my ruler back, just bear with me. Okay, so what I've seen before in tutorials is, again, this is just some craft wire that I've already cut into strips. You usually put the hot glue down the middle because you want your wire sort of centralised rather than either side. Now, to be honest with you, I just could not be asked to get my glue gun out and get messy with it. So I thought, right, what can I do? So I've grabbed a little piece here of cotton wool that you can see, and I just sort of roll it a little bit, stick the wire through just roughly, so it's sort of like that, and then I put this in the straw. Now, to get it in the straw, just get some sort of little pokey tool and just stick it in there. Make sure that goes through. If it gets a bit thick, just tease it out a little bit. So literally poke that down there. So as you can see, it's quite stable and centralised. If you want to stick a little bit more in the other end, feel free to do so. There's nothing glamorous about this. That's it, just wedge it in there. Get a little bit more. Just wedge that round. Stick it in. Like that. Pull your wire through. And then no messy glue, and you've got your centralised wire. If there's any little bits out, they won't matter, they get covered and hidden, but okay, so because your wire's going to probably bend anyway, it's not straight, but you can manipulate that. So that, there we go, that basically is your wire through the middle of your straw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a purple bead. Hopefully it's going to turn out okay, and I haven't got any purple fabric. I've just found some old ribbon. Now, if you glue this, it's going to sort of show through, but I'm going to have a go with that. First of all, I'm going to stick some beads on. So this is a gold one. I've got my bead caps here, and I think I will start with a bead cap. I just got a bag of these off eBay. I think I'll use that one maybe. So it's just a variety of different ones. That little one's quite sweet. Of course, you can never find two the same, can you? It's like a little floral one. Yeah, no, that's that one. Oh well, anyway, let's have a little look. So stick your wire. Yeah, I think I'll have that then. Then they're a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's that one on there, and I've just sorted out a few purpley beads. I want a darker one down the bottom. So just popping that there, like that, and then I'm going to get one of these. These aren't as nice as the other ones, but I'm going to use, and they're small as well, as you can see, they're small here. So let me just take that one, and there's another gold one. Yeah, they're very fiddly, those, they're very tiny. So if I put that one on there, so really it's just sort of like stacking them up a bit. There's another bead, pop that one on there, and maybe this one last. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just pushing it down to give me a little bit more. Now the tools I'm using are just ones that I've had. So I've got some cutters, some angled pliers, some round nose pliers, and another pair of angle pliers. So as I say, I'm not very dexterous with these sort of things. I might make a bit of a mess, but start off with the round nose pliers and give it a little twizzle round. That's a very good technical term, don't you think? Twizzle your wire like that. And then what I tend to do is, now this is where I get a bit cat-handed, but I grab it in the left hand because I'm right-handed with that one, and then I get my other angled pliers and just sort of bend that round. And as you can see as well, the cotton wool is actually doing a good job of keeping it all in place, and it's not just falling off the straw. So I haven't got my glasses. I'm an idiot, aren't I? I should put my glasses on as well. Hold on a sec, let's get serious with this. Just put my glasses on, that might help if I can see what I'm doing. Okay, excuse my tummy if you can hear it rumbling. I don't know why, I'm not particularly hungry. But now what you can do then is just wiggle that around, and you can glue that in place. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to have a look at the bottom. So I need this to go on like that. So that would be the other cap. Now don't forget as well, it's a bit bigger at the minute, but you're going to wrap stuff on it, so I think that would be fine when I get to it. And then I'm going to put another. Now also you can obviously mix your colours, but I'm just going to stick to purple for the sake of this tutorial. Stick that one on, and then the little gold one. Gosh, that is fiddly, isn't it? Still, you have to make do with what you have. And that goes on there. I'm just gonna do the same, I think. That one. And then don't think I want to put that other big one on, because I might do a dangle instead. So again, if you just get your round nose pliers and bend that round. I mean, if you do it really fancy, you bend it one way and then the other, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not fancy. And then just grab that round. As I say, I just try and sort of do this how I can, roughly. Get that in the other hand. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing all this, but as I say, I'm not particularly dexterous, and I haven't made a lot of these, so I haven't really got into the swing of how you do them all the time. But it's quite nice, I think, when you see me doing these, it can go one of two ways. It will work or it won't. So it's quite nice to think, oh yeah, you know, I've not been making them for ages, so you're sort of learning with me. So just squeeze that round because I don't want any sharp bits. Yeah, and then I can put a tiny loop on there for the bottom. So yeah, it's a little bit wobbly all over the place, but we'll sort that out in a sec. So what I'm going to do now, what you could do as well, you could paint this because it's only paper if you want to do that as a base. but I'm going to try and use this ribbon. Now I know that glue can seep through, as I say, so let's just have a go. Now what I've done, this is my 3-in-1 glue bottle, but it's actually Collall glue. If you're in the UK, Fabri-Tac and 3-in-1 can be quite pricey. So someone recommended this, I can't remember who it was now, on one of the groups, and I thought I'd give it a try. And it is very similar to 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac, so it's a solvent glue. But to me it seems a little bit thinner. Now the bottle it comes in, it has like this plastic brush attached to it as well, or a spreader, whatever you'd like to call it, and I found that I was a bit cack-handy with that, so I've just transferred it into an old 3-in-1. So you might want to try that glue as well. So I'm going to just stick that round. Now I haven't tried ribbon before, so I don't know if it's going to work or not, but as I say, it's got 2 chances. I'm probably going to get in a bit of an old pickle with this, but the good thing about it is you can just rub it off your fingers, so don't worry if you can't get it right up to the edge, because you can cover that up afterwards. So I'm just twizzling round like that. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Right, just cut off any excess. Now I've got I like these scissors, Cutter-bee scissors, so just snip that off. I can use that probably for another one as well. And then just glue on the edge a little bit. Make sure that's up there. Oh, got a lump of glue. That'll come off. Okay. Just let that stick. There we go. Now what I might do is just glue those end bits later, but that's your base of your bead. Just get that glue off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put some of this eyelash fringing or trim. I managed to get it off Etsy. Just if you search eyelash trim, where's that little gap? A little gap? No, it's not too bad. Just get another little bit of glue anyway and just start off up here, and then get your trim, put that on there. Don't worry about that being a bit over one side, you can bend that around, and you can cover up any little gaps then. Just wind it around your bead. Like that. So I'm just winding round and round. I think you could probably get sort of thicker eyelash trim, but I quite like it like this. And just carry on winding round. Up there, just go down again, I think. Okay. Scissors. Cut that bit off, and just a little bit of glue on the end there to finish off and stick it. Okay, just hold it a minute or two. So I mean, basically you've got your bead there, and then you can put your little dangles on or whatever. But what I'm going to do next is, and that glue, yeah, there we go, that's stuck. Put that to one side. Is get, now this was great because I had a pack of this, it's only thin, but it's craft wire. Can't get the end there, just get this out. I got this in, I think it was The Works, and I had a pack. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Let me see if a needle will get that out. Yeah, there we go. Let me put my needle back, because if I lose that I'll probably stab myself with it. And then if you get a length of this, let's get my cutters. Okay, if you're getting bored with this now, you can, I think, just press on, double tap on the top right of the screen and you can fast forward. Now, just get your end, and I'm going to do it actually above the bead cap for a minute. Wind it round so it's secured, and I'm going to bring it down there just underneath, and then I'm going to wind around the bead underneath the bead cap like that, and then I'm just going to wind it around the bead. Now I haven't cut enough here, so I'm going to wind this end round. Just get my pliers, make sure it's underneath the bead cap. I want to bring it above. Okay, so it's above the bead cap and winding it around there, so that's safe. There we go. Just do this. I'm going to cut that bit off actually with my cutters in the bin. Okay. I like that because I've got a little bit of the ribbon showing through. So what I'm going to do now is get some more of the wire and cut some of that off. Okay. Again, it's all personal choice of what you want to do with it or not. Just to add to it or not. Let me put the lid on my glue before that dries out. Right, so because I twizzled around that, I'm going to start up here. Get your end again and just twizzle. Come down and twizzle round under the bead cap. Just going to cut that other end off. And then what I want to add is, I want to add some, now I haven't got many seed beads, I've just ordered some off eBay because I think I'm going to like making boho beads. So a little pile of seed beads, and I'm going to thread these onto my wire. You can see here. So again, this is very fiddly, and I'm glad I've got my glasses on to do this, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to see very well. Okay, so these were just off a broken necklace, and luckily they're purple, so it's a win-win situation, isn't it, at the minute? There we go. On there, and that one, and then hopefully that's enough. Okay, now it's, what time is it now? It's coming up to 4:10 in the afternoon, and it's, the afternoon was quite sunny, but I'm in a north facing craft room, and let me tell you, it's quite dark out there now, so I've got my little light on, but yeah, it's quite dark. And as I'm twisting this around, I hope you can see this, I'm just putting the beads there. They go round, just spreading them out a little bit. Just have a few more on the end. Oh, this is a little fiddly thing here. I'm glad you're bearing with me on this. Bit of glue. Get so much glue on my thumbs, I tell you, and my fingers. Okay, so just spread them out a little bit. There we go. And then go back there and wind that round to finish off. There, so it's starting to look really nice, and you can't see any gaps or anything. I'm just going to square that up over there, bend that back, so that's all proper, and the same down the bottom. That's centered. There we go. So there's one little boho bead. Now all those who are bored with it now can just switch off, but I'm going to put a little dangle or something on the bottom. Oh yes, look, I've got a nice little purple one, so I'm going to add that. So I've got some of these that I purchased, I think it was off the marketplace, but you can get these on eBay as well. They're all different sizes. I think I'll go for this size here, and then get my pliers. Again, you can get all these jewellery pliers off eBay or Amazon or wherever you choose. And my other pliers, just put those together. There we are. And then you've got your little dangle on the end of your boho bead. Now, another option you could do, I've got some embroidery thread, and sometimes I wind that round as well. But yep, there we are, your boho bead, and you can put all sorts of dangles on or do different things in the middle. But I hope it's helped, and also the way to keep your wire straight in the middle of the straw. So thank you for watching, and please have a look at my other tutorials as well. And if you like any of them, I'd love you to subscribe, as I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.